Hi, I'm Kim, and you're watching Arts Alive Delaware. Camp Rehoboth is a nonprofit organization that was founded to support and affirm the LGBTQ community in Rehoboth Beach. And Camp Rehoboth's founding actually grew out of the arts. Murray Archibald, who is one of the founders, is an artist and still does his art today, and it is very much a part of Camp's culture that the arts are celebrated and a part of what we do. Camp Rehoboth serves everyone. The word Rehoboth actually means room for all. So we were founded with the belief that in order to affirm all gender and identities and sexual orientations, that we really needed to include everyone, no matter your sexual orientation or gender identity. And so our arts program serves everyone. Whoever wants to participate is welcome to do so. We have 4 main programs. Our chorus, which is about 100 people strong from all over the community, gay and straight. We also have our theater program, which typically does queer-themed or queer-authored theater. We also have a visual arts program, which is very diverse and brings voices, everybody, to youth programs, as well as our Letters, which is a magazine that goes out 11 times a year. It has an art cover, and this year we'll have flash fiction and poetry in it as well. What would a new patron see if they walk through our doors? We're located on 37 Baltimore Avenue. Back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, Rehoboth Beach was not a very welcoming place to the LGBTQ plus community, and so Camp Rehoboth was founded to change the culture, and it has. So our presence in downtown Rehoboth Beach on Baltimore Avenue is really important to our mission. So first you would walk up on our porch, which has 4 rocking chairs, and anyone is welcome to hang out on our porch. You enter our doors and you'll be greeted by what we call our Camp Concierge, which is a volunteer. Our art exhibit is right in the front 2 rooms, as well as our atrium, which is a community space in the back, which we do our theater and also have a larger exhibit wall on the back of that room. That room holds about 85 people. And then we have some offices in that building as well. We also own 39 Baltimore Avenue, which is a few retail shops. And in between 37 and 39 is a courtyard that is decorated in inclusive pride flags. And at the back of that courtyard is Lori's Cafe, which is a very famous sandwich joint. And during the summer, we have about 200 people eating lunch, hanging out, communing with each other in that courtyard. Camp stands for Create a More Positive Rehoboth, so that includes everyone. As well, in November, we have Voices from Stonewall, which is a play that was written by Faye Jacobs, and it is about the experience of the Stonewall uprising and riots. And that's a repeat from the summer because it sold out so quickly. People asked for it to come back, so we'll be doing that in the middle of November. As well, we have art exhibits running the entire fall, including our Rehoboth Beach Bear exhibit, which opens actually Saturday. And we'll be looking to also, as we move into the winter, be doing an exhibit on addiction. This coming February 25, for the theater program, we'll also be doing a queer poetry slam. And so this is a great intersection of writing and acting. So we'll have poets submit their poems, and then we'll ask whether they're willing to read them or act them out, or we'll get some actors in our community to do that. As well, we have plans to work with Clear Space Theater, which is right down the street, so they're in the hood. And we'll do some work with them on hopefully an improv class and some acting classes because we also know that in our community, the queer community, acting is something that a lot of people enjoy, and finding ways to get people to express themselves and not have to get up and be part of a production is really helpful. So those are just some of the things. Again, in February of 2025, the Camp Chorus will have its big program, and their 100 member chorus will be performing. Now, throughout the year, we have our letters, which gets released, which will have art on the cover, which will have some fiction and poetry in it as well. And that magazine is free to anyone who picks it up. We have about 4,500 to 5,000 copies that are made each month and that are accessible and free to the entire community. Yeah, some of our collaborations with other arts organizations and in Delaware in general. One of the things I did not mention about what's coming up is Coastal Concerts has a concert series starting in October, and the Galvin Cello Quartet will be performing as part of their outreach concert at Camp Rehoboth. So we've partnered with Coastal Concerts. They'll be doing 2 of their outreach concerts with us this coming year. We also partner with the Biggs Museum, and this past month had the award winners from the Delaware Division of the Arts in our exhibit, and that was really fun to see. And that exhibit and that reception were really well attended, and some really fabulous art. We also will be working with ClearSpace, likely be doing some work with Milton Theater, and then we do some things like take people to New York City on a Wednesday during the winter so they can access the Broadway theater. So we try to keep the arts alive. One of the things that our chorus will do, besides having outreach concerts that the Alliance will do, they'll also participate in the Martin Luther King celebration with the Southern Delaware Alliance of Racial Justice. And so we'll be represented there and be celebrating that life as well. Go to our website, www.camprehoboth.org. You can get involved. All are welcome, whether you want to be in our chorus, whether you want to submit art, whether you want to audition for theater, and come to any of our social events, our festivals. One of the things I didn't mention is that we have 2 huge festivals a year, Women's Fest and Sun Festival, and both of those festivals include music and local artists, as well as Block Party, which is in October, and we'll have drag performers, which is another form of art, and a really important form of art these days. And that's a very family-friendly event. Folks can come out with families. It's in the middle of Jazz Festival, which is taking place in Rehoboth Beach. So there are lots of ways that folks can get involved. And if you're interested in getting on our volunteer list, you just have to email us and let us know, and we'll get you connected. I personally believe that the arts are about connecting with each other and humanity. I know as a cellist that performs with the Southern Delaware Orchestra that being part of an arts community is a wonderful way to break down barriers, to create understanding, and for people of all ages to express themselves in ways that are really personal, that allow us to see each other's vulnerability. I as a kid, when I played the cello, my sister, who was a bassist, used to give me this quote that said, "Music is the universal language." And I sincerely believe that. We can be from completely different cultures, walks of lives, and participating in the arts, music, painting, drawing, acting, writing, whatever it is, really creates, I think, a bond and a connection with others. I think in a world today, we're not seeing each other's humanity. And one of the things that I love about Camp Rehoboth is that we're not an organization that's going to get in your face and confront you. This is about learning about each other and creating a community of love and acceptance, no matter who you are and what you bring to the table, and respecting the dignity in each and every person. And I think that's crucial today because there's so much divisive rhetoric that we are not seeing each other's humanity. We're not taking the time to understand each other. And that's really what the work is about Camp Rehoboth.